Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another video today. I was feeling nostalgic watching my own dang videos, man. You know you gotta watch your own stuff when you're working on your editing sometimes. And it's like looking in the mirror. Sometimes you judge yourself. I wasn't really judging myself though. I was having a visionary stream of consciousness while listening to myself. You know, some people cut their YouTubers on, or they cut music or movies on in their background while they're doing their chores or they're doing their homework or whatever the case may be. They're sitting at their job behind their desk. And don't act like there's people out there that don't watch their own content. I mean, we living in 2021 now. Sometimes you want to see how you look on camera, upgrade your production value. And I was just thinking about the things that we take for granted and the opinions and all the different options and choices that we have and perspective. Dealing with your own perspective and your own sense of self and not letting other people's thoughts and, feelings cloud your judgment. I mean, there's rules and regulations at a job. You signed up for it. I mean, within the first week, you got to fill out a whole Bible worth of signatures. Again, how often do we see Bibles? We used to see Bibles growing up in our grandmother's dining room table. Now, every time we want to go find a job, we have to fill out a Bible's worth of signatures, giving away all of your rights in lieu of the company's policy and all that type of stuff. More bird feathers, find bird feathers like every day now. So I guess my spiritual chaperones, they always got my back. Finding heads up coins and all that. I just found a heads up dime. If you've never heard about what they say about finding coins, silver coins heads up, look it up online. I'm not even going to tell you because people act like they can't take the time to learn these things themselves. But again, back to the reason why I wanted to shoot this quick video today. Almost back to my house, done with my morning walk, take an early lunch. Do some writing, probably upload some tarot, and then I'll be doing some laundry and gymming later. And then I'll be closing out my night probably around midnight or something in some live stream somewhere while writing and editing. But yeah, man, I absorb these different ideas and I look at men and women. Again, I'm a 34-year-old man. I've been in an 8-year-long relationship. I have 2 kids. I'm not out here chasing men to be their friends, and I'm definitely not out here chasing women for sex. Not to say I've had enough of it, but I've had enough of it. So it's not that serious. So I do look at women, and I look at the jeans, the tight jeans, or the nice sundress that she might be wearing, or the head wrap. That's why I don't like bonnets. The head wrap she might be wearing, or a dude. And I might look at, do you actually keep yourself up in the gym? Are you actually walking around on your money, your Jordans? The type of things they talk about when they hang around each other. Rare opportunity to see my next door neighbor who's a female sitting outside of her porch. Dang, it's been almost 2 years. Are you locked outside? But no, back to this story real quick while I'm just pulling up on my house. You see, sometimes you have a car, but it's not necessarily to drive. You have a home, make sure you keep it up. We got to get up these leaves and all that stuff before the weekend is over. You maintain the things, your relationships, your finances, and your relationships, everything. But yeah, I keep saying let me close out this video. I don't want this video to go over 5 minutes. But so you'll have people that pay attention to you and they'll judge even though they don't have half the things that they need to have inside their closet fixed or hung up. But I've read news articles of here in Plantation, again, a city called Plantation here in South Florida, where girls, and this is the funny part, girls will get beat up damn near. Actually, a girl had her arm ripped off a couple years ago because she was the only girl in school that wasn't wearing Jordans. How sick is that? Like, you don't even know if this person's parents at home can afford these things or not, but you got teenagers driving off with teenagers' phone while their hand is still in the car, ripping their whole arm off. You have girls getting beat up because They're not wearing the popular clothes in school. And even I've even seen the opposite. Just like when you see these poor communities come up against these rich communities, you read it in books and movies. I've seen it in real life. I've seen poor people bum rush rich people growing up in Miami when they used to have the Haitians versus the Spanish Day fights and things like that, or the black versus the white fights and things like that. That type of stuff I saw growing up. We were literally reenacting revolutions and civil wars back then, while singing nursery rhymes like Ring Around the Rosie and London Bridge is falling down in elementary school. And I know the sweat is coming, and I know I should have ended this video. But yeah, I watch myself in these different, in my different videos and whatnot, even the pictures I take. Sometimes I go on social media and I private or I archive, like a lot of my my still pictures and things like that, or old content that I'm still looking over and trying to figure out what hashtags I need to. Because it's funny, even with like old pictures from on Instagram from like 5 years ago, you add a new hashtag to it, it becomes relevant. Figuring out more things about these algorithms and whatnot. But yeah, interesting things. You know, people will always view you in a certain light. So it's like you can never win. Again, like if you can be the girl in the school that doesn't have, that the one girl in the prep school that doesn't have a pair of Jordans, and you can get damn near killed, have your arm and your leg ripped off because you're the only one in the school that does have a pair of Jordans or doesn't have a pair of Jordans. These two news articles was trending down here less than 2-3 years ago. But you know, the perception of people and the things they like to put on these material constructs and things like that. But yeah, so I'm looking at myself, I'm like, I even bought a pair of clippers this morning. Yeah, man, I went to Walmart and them dang clippers was almost $50. I just came back from the dollar store because I'm balling like that. I buy the whole entire dollar store. I brag different. So yeah, I got just, you know, just in case my hairs and my mustache, I might even want to trim it up myself a little bit. They want to come back. Just use these little clippers I bought, little $20 pair of clippers, 15-piece set clippers, man. The same clipper I purchased 6 years ago when I started. Cutting my own hair, saving me $20 every 2 weeks. But yeah, that's, again, it's, you know, it's the image, you know. Most people fall for it. That's human beings are pretty primal. Everything is in the material here on the earth. You know, we're fighting a battle against the spiritual and the unseen, but people are so distracted and not even aware that these companies, these brands, and these logos are hypnotizing. You see red and yellow M's all day long, every single street you pass down, and now you're riding around, and I seen this just yesterday, so I'm gonna say it. Women are driving around with greasy fingers and trying to feed their kids French fries in the back seat. Like, how are you doing all this? You know, I know you guys are strong, independent women and multi-talented. You better stop taking on that label, because the more strong you think you is, the more men feel like they don't have to be there for you. Men, black women and white women, or any other women. But yeah, you ready to kill your whole family. Y'all eating greasy burgers and fries. You got one hand on the wheel while your other hand is on inside your bag trying to eat French fries, and then you trying to feed your kids in the back. You're not even supposed to be eating in a car. Say you guys do survive the car trip. Now you've been feeding your kids McDonald's for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. By the time they get in middle school, they're overweight children. They have fat on their brain and in their arteries. And who's going to be the next leaders of your family? Who's going to carry on your generation? A bunch of dumb butterballs? But yeah, man, it's all in. I mean, people will hate on you for whatever reason. You can have the best thing in the world and people are still, you know, hate on you. Again, Jesus walked on water. His disciples, his priesthood, his royal guardians that he put in place even after the post-era of religion and things like that. These great avatars and these great priests and holy men, they wore silver and gold. They walk around in white and purity, you know, the blood of the lamb, red, purple, the color of royalty. They walked around in very valuable silk scarves. But that's another, you know, it's funny how I talk so much about the Bible and religion nowadays, and that's one of the things that really trigger me the most. Not that I have like this disdain or hate for it, like I hate the word hate. But the Bible, man, I'm a man that likes to figure out the many mysteries of the universe, and the Bible is one of those things that give me a headache. But the older I get and the more I understand it, you know, I joke around saying that I can't understand the Bible and that I can't read it, but I can understand it and I can read it. It's just like how often or how many people can tell the truth and say they actually read the Webster's dictionary from the letter A all the way to Z. Come on now, who got time for that? give me the 1 million definitions that I need to look up, and I'll do that. I don't want to read the friggin' Webster's dictionary. But that's all, man. I know I'm ranting a lot. You guys probably don't get half the concepts I talk about, but it's been a year into my spiritual expansion, and the data dump is almost done. Going heavily into my craft at this point, so, you know, I'll be talking less and talking more. But it's 11:11 spiritual awakenings. Let me go ahead and get in the house and close out this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed another insightful rant from me. So, you know, check out my my social media handles, man. Or you Lucy at TikTok and Instagram. Have a good day.